God says, my child, stop here. Do not scroll. Do not look away. You may think you just stumbled upon this by chance, but heaven wants you to know there is nothing accidental about this moment. This message was blocked from reaching you not once, not twice, but 3 times. And yet here it is right before your eyes. Why? Because God Himself leaned in and said, let them see it now. Something in your spirit has been restless lately. You've been feeling waves of emotion you can't explain. You've been sensing that there was something you were missing, something that belonged to you but had not yet reached your hands. This is it. This is the moment it begins to unfold. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now. His presence is not a gentle knock. It is a firm, undeniable push. He says, God says, my child, this was meant for you from the very beginning. It was delayed. It was hidden. It was even blocked. But nothing that heaven seals for you can be stolen forever. This is your moment to receive it. You have been through seasons where the very people you trusted were the same ones who quietly tried to remove your name from the blessing list. They smiled in public, but in private, they hoped you would never find out what was set aside for you. But heaven kept your name written on it. They could cover it. They could hide it. They could whisper against it, but they could not erase it. And now God says, open it, see it, hold it. It is yours. This is not just a message, it is a delivery. The words you are hearing now are the wrapping being peeled back from something that carries your name in golden letters. It is a promise returning home, a blessing that will fit into your life so perfectly. You will wonder how you ever lived without it. Do not move away from this moment, because in the next breath, I am going to tell you exactly why heaven allowed it to be blocked 3 times, and why the release happening now is even bigger than what was first planned for you. God says, my child, lean closer. There's a reason you are still here in this moment, because what I'm about to say is not for everyone. It is not for the crowd. It is for the one heaven has been circling for days, and that one is you. Do you know why this message was blocked 3 times? It's because the blessing it carries is too weighty for casual eyes to see. The enemy of your soul knew that if you heard these words, if you caught even a glimpse of what was about to enter your life, you would walk with a confidence that could not be shaken. So they tried to cover it. They tried to redirect it. They whispered, don't let them see it. But God leaned forward and said, no, now there was a meeting in the unseen realm about you. Angels gathered. Archangel Michael stepped forward, his voice steady but fierce. He said, Father, they have waited long enough. Their heart has endured the nights of questioning. Their faith has been tested and found pure. It is time. And God replied, release it. Open the gates. Remove every block. Let them see it now. That is why you feel the pull right now in your chest. That mix of wonder and trembling. It's because your spirit knows something is moving toward you faster than your mind can process. It's not a small thing. It's not just a kind word or a random encouragement. It's the very thing you thought might never arrive. The thing you whispered about in prayers no one else heard. The thing you would have settled for less than if heaven hadn't kept delaying you until this moment. Child of the Most High, you must understand, when God allows something to be delayed, it is never to deny you, it is to increase it. If this had arrived the first time you asked, it would have been good, but it would not have been complete. If it had reached you the second time, it would have blessed you, but it would not have carried the overflow you are about to see. It had to be blocked 3 times so that by the time it reached your hands, it would be too large to fit into the small space you once prepared for it. Archangel Michael says, my child, don't take your eyes off this moment. Every second you stay here, heaven is opening another door in your name. Every heartbeat you remain in alignment. Another piece of the blessing is being attached to your portion. And here's the truth. Someone once tried to claim this for themselves. They spoke your name in the wrong room. They smiled in your face while secretly hoping the delivery would be redirected to them. But God saw it. He marked it. He said, what I have written for them cannot be signed over to another. That is why your name has been preserved even when your reputation was attacked. That is why the blessing is heavier now. It's carrying interest from every day it was held back. You are in the moment. Heaven planned from the start. Don't scroll. Don't walk away. You haven't heard the last part yet. And it's the part where I tell you how this will arrive. And the sign you will see tonight that will confirm it has already begun. God says, my child, stay here. Don't rush this moment, because what I'm about to speak will follow you long after this video ends. It will walk into your home before the day is done. It will sit with you when the room is quiet. It will become the answer to questions you have carried for years without speaking them aloud. I see you leaning in, and heaven sees it too. That small movement of your heart toward hope. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. That tiny spark inside you whispering, could this be for me? Yes, it is for you. This message has not wandered here by accident. And you have not found it because you were bored. You are here because there was a specific moment written into your story, a holy appointment. And the clock has just struck that hour. Archangel Michael stands here again, closer than before. His presence like a shield over your spirit. He has been walking the perimeter of your life for days now, guarding something that has been in transit toward you. Each time a shadow tried to cross the line, each time doubt tried to whisper, each time circumstances rose up to convince you this would never happen, he drove them back. He fought for you in places you will never see. And when the final attempt was made to block this blessing, for the fourth time, he struck the ground with his sword and said, no more delays, send it now. And heaven agreed. That is why your spirit feels restless today. That's why you've been catching your breath for no reason. Why your mind has been drifting to thoughts you can't explain. Why certain songs, certain words, certain moments have been echoing in your chest. It's because the air around you has shifted. The atmosphere is already making room for what's on the way. You need to know this. What is coming will not knock on your door politely. It will enter like a wave, filling every empty corner. It will not ask if you are ready, because heaven has already decided you are. It will feel sudden, but it will be the result of every tear, every quiet act of faith, every moment you chose not to let bitterness take root. The blessing carries your name. Not just the name people call you here on earth, but the name heaven calls you. The one written in light before you were born. When God saw you before time began, He wrote this moment into your life song. It was always meant to find you, but it could only arrive when your heart was able to hold it without fear. Archangel Michael is speaking now. My child, tonight you will know this has begun. It may not look like the full picture yet, but you will feel it. You will see a small sign that will make your spirit leap. It might be a conversation that comes out of nowhere. It might be a message, a gesture, a door that suddenly opens after being locked for years. And when it happens, you will remember these words. You will know heaven is moving and nothing can stop it now. And there's more. The very people who once turned their faces away from you will hear about this blessing. Some will not understand it. Some will wonder why it happened for you and not for them. But they will not be able to deny it. Your life will carry the evidence. The glow around you will tell the story without you having to explain a single word. So my child, don't pull away now. Stay in the flow of what heaven is releasing. The next words you hear will show you why the wait was so long and why the blessing had to be blocked 3 times before it was allowed to pass through to you. God says, my child, listen to me very carefully now. If you've been waiting for a clear sign, if you've been wondering why you've been feeling waves of emotion without knowing the reason, this is it. This is why your spirit has been stirred, why your dreams have felt so vivid, why even the smallest things have been making your eyes fill with tears. 3 times this message tried to reach you. 3 times the blessing was already prepared. The answer was already in motion. And yet the gates were closed before it could pass through. You might think it was random delay, but heaven says, no, my child, it was protection. The first time it was sent, there were people too close to you who would have stolen the joy before you could even hold it. They smiled in your face, but their spirit could not celebrate what heaven wanted to give you. So the angel stepped in and drew a veil over the moment, hiding it until the wrong eyes were turned away. The second time it was sent, you were still healing from wounds no one could see. If it had arrived, then you would have doubted it, questioned it, maybe even rejected it because you didn't feel worthy to receive something so beautiful. So heaven whispered, wait a little longer. Let them breathe. Let them grow. Let them believe again. The 3rd time, my child, the 3rd time it was sent was the closest it ever came to reaching you. The package was in your hands, not one you could see with your eyes, but one your spirit could feel. And just as you were about to unwrap it, an unexpected storm rose up, the kind of distraction that tries to convince you. Heaven has gone silent, but it had not gone silent. It was only watching, shielding, keeping the blessing safe from being shattered before it even touched your life. And now the time is different. Now the angels are not guarding it in the distance. They are carrying it toward you. Their wings spread wide, their pace unshaken. There is no 4th block. There is no turning back. I see you. You who have been overlooked in rooms where you should have been celebrated. You who have smiled for others even when your own heart was heavy. You who have been a safe place for others but have rarely found a safe place for yourself. This is why heaven is moving now. This is why Archangel Michael says, my child, I will stand watch over your doorway tonight. I will not let the shadow of what hurt you before step inside again. This time when the blessing enters, it will stay. You might think it will come in some dramatic, unstoppable way, but hear me. Heaven moves in both the loud and the quiet. Sometimes it is a trumpet blast that shakes the walls. And sometimes it is a soft knock that opens into a room you never knew existed. Pay attention tonight. Pay attention to the small moments. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing, 100 million. The text you didn't expect. The sudden thought that feels like it's not even yours. The memory that surfaces out of nowhere and warms you instead of wounding you. That is the breath of heaven touching your life. This blessing is not just a gift. It is a turning of the page. The old chapter will not call you back anymore. The old wounds will not reopen. The people who once doubted you will see you walking in something they cannot explain. And it will not be pride that fills your heart. It will be gratitude. The kind of gratitude that drops you to your knees because you will know this could only have come from God. God says, my child, don't rush away from this word. Don't treat it as another thing you scrolled past. The very fact you're still here means your spirit is hungry for what heaven is trying to feed you. Stay. Let this sink in. The same God who kept you in the waiting is the God who is releasing this blessing now. And no one, not even you, can stop it anymore. God says, my child, don't move away from this moment. If your finger even thought of scrolling, pull it back. There's a reason your eyes are here right now. Do you think it's coincidence that you found this exact message on this exact day at this exact second? No, this is heaven's timing. This is the alignment that angels wait for. The alignment where your heart, your prayer, and God's answer all meet in the same place. I need you to understand, the reason this message was blocked before is because the gift it carries is too valuable to be thrown into the wrong season. Have you ever planted a seed too early? It doesn't matter how good the soil is. If the frost hasn't passed, the seed won't survive. And heaven refused to let your blessing be frozen. There were people in your life, people you even trusted, whose presence would have polluted the purity of this gift. Some smiled in your face, but the sound of your breakthrough would have made their hearts bitter. Some clapped for you in public, but in private, they would have plotted how to take the very thing God was giving you. So the angels blocked it, not to punish you, but to preserve you. This is where it gets personal, because now every barrier is falling. Every unseen wall is cracking. Archangel Michael himself has been released to stand guard over the doorway of your life. And when heaven assigns Michael to a task, it means the delivery is final. No interception. No return to sender. It is coming. I see you in my spirit. You've been tired lately. Not the kind of tired a night's sleep can fix, but the kind that comes from holding on too long with too little strength. You've been saying, God, I'm still here, but I don't know how much longer I can do this. And heaven's reply is, you don't have to do this much longer. I am stepping in. The blessing that's on its way is not small. It will reach into multiple parts of your life. It will heal something you stopped talking about. It will restore something you thought was gone forever. It will answer questions you've been carrying in silence. And it will confirm that every tear you've cried in private was seen by God tonight. Yes, tonight you will begin to feel the shift. It may come as peace so deep you won't be able to explain it. It may come as an opportunity that seems too perfect to be coincidence. It may even come as a person walking into your life with words that sound like they came from your own prayers. Don't dismiss it. Don't doubt it. Lean in. And I have to say this again because someone needs to hear it twice. This is not for everyone. It's not a general word. It's not a recycled blessing. This is targeted, personal. Your name is on it. The angels have carried it with instructions to deliver only when you are ready. And today heaven has declared you are ready. God says, my child, stay close to God in these next hours. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit awake. Because what has been kept from you 3 times is now being handed to you without delay. No one else can take it. No one else can claim it. It was meant only for you. God says, my child, pause here. Don't let your attention slip away. The fact that you're hearing these words means heaven has already made a move on your behalf. And I need you to hear every part of this, because if you miss even a line, you might miss the exact confirmation God sent to keep you steady until your promise arrives. You've been waiting, not for days, not even for months, for years. A part of you has been holding on to something you couldn't put into words. A hope you carried silently, even when it made no logical sense. That wasn't stubbornness. That was your spirit remembering what God spoke over you before you were even born. The reason this message was blocked 3 times before is simple. The time wasn't right, and your circle wasn't clean. Some of the people around you had hearts that didn't match their words. They called you friend while secretly praying you'd never pass them. They said, I'm happy for you, while measuring how to step into the space God made for you. And heaven saw every whisper, every look, every hidden intention. So the angels held this back until those people could no longer access your season. Archangel Michael himself has been walking the borders of your life, clearing the ground. It's as if heaven fenced you in, not to trap you, but to protect you from spiritual thieves. The blessing about to land is too precious to be exposed to casual hands. That's why the delay wasn't a denial, it was a shield. I feel this so strongly. In the last week, you've noticed small signs, moments that made you pause, a song at the right time, a phrase in a conversation that felt like it was meant only for you, a dream that lingered in your mind even after you woke up. Those weren't random. Those were heaven's way of warming your heart, letting you know the delivery is close. And child, this is not a half answer. This is not a just enough blessing. This is full circle. This is God returning to you what was stolen plus interest. Think about that interest. You didn't just survive the delay, you built a deeper well. Now when this comes, you'll have the capacity to hold it without losing yourself in the process. There's also something I need you to catch. Someone has been speaking your name in places you've never stepped foot in. Rooms you didn't know existed. Tables you were never invited to. But instead of harm, this time it's for your good. Because God replaced the wrong voices with the right ones. And now the sound of your name is being carried by favor, not jealousy. Even as you sit here listening, the atmosphere around you is shifting. The angels are positioning people, aligning conversations, and softening hearts so that nothing stands in the way. It's like watching the final pieces of a puzzle snap into place after years of searching. And hear me, this is not a blessing you will have to beg for. You won't have to twist yourself to earn it. You won't have to shrink so others can feel comfortable. This will come to you without compromise. And when it does, it will fit so perfectly. You'll wonder how you ever thought you could live without it. God says, my child, the delivery is in motion. What was blocked 3 times is now unstoppable. The angels are not asking for permission anymore. They are moving with the full authority of heaven. And all God needs from you is this. Stay open, stay grateful, stay ready. Because in the hours ahead, you will see the first evidence. And once it starts, it won't stop until the fullness has been placed in your hands. God says, my child, lean in closer. Don't treat this moment like just another thing you scrolled past. The reason your heart feels a little heavier right now, the reason your eyes are fixed on these words without wanting to look away, is because heaven is speaking directly to you. And what I'm about to tell you is not for the crowd, it's not for the many, it's for you and you alone. You've been in a quiet season where not many could see the battles you've been fighting. It wasn't a silence by choice. It was a silence designed by God. A place where you could heal, where you could learn to hear His voice without all the noise of opinions and expectations. You may have felt hidden, but child, hidden is not forgotten. Hidden is protected. Hidden is preserved until the right moment. And this moment right now is when the lock turns and the door swings wide. For weeks, months, even years, there has been movement in the unseen. Meetings you didn't know about, shifts in the spirit you couldn't have caused. And in those movements, your name kept showing up. Even in rooms where you didn't know you were being discussed, the sound of your name stirred something in the hearts of those listening. Because God Himself placed your name there. Archangel Michael has been standing guard over what is meant for you. You've had enemies you never saw, smiles in your face, words that felt sweet. But behind those smiles was strategy. And behind those words was envy. That's why this message was blocked 3 times. It wasn't ready to be released until every wrong hand was removed from your promise. God didn't want you to step into this season with shadows trailing you. So He waited. He waited until your table could be set without the presence of those who only came to watch you eat, not to celebrate with you. Child of the Most High, I need you to hear this. You have been tested not to prove your weakness, but to strengthen your readiness. There are things you prayed for years ago that you couldn't have held then because your heart would have been too eager to share it with people who couldn't be trusted. Now you've learned, now you've grown, now you can receive without needing applause. And here's what heaven is saying in this exact moment. The blessing is not on its way anymore. It's here. You are standing on the threshold. One small step forward and your feet will touch ground you've been dreaming of. And once you do, you'll realize why the wait felt so long. it's because God wasn't just preparing the blessing, He was preparing you for the blessing. Even now, Michael is bending low beside you, speaking into your spirit, reminding you that the door you're about to walk through cannot be shut by man. No betrayal, no jealousy, no delay can undo what's already been sealed with God's own word. This is your confirmation. The tension you felt in the last few days, the unusual signs, the random thoughts of hope that came out of nowhere, all of it has been heaven's way of saying it's time. And when it happens, it won't be slow. It will be sudden, like rain breaking a dry season. One moment you'll still be remembering the old prayers, and the next you'll be standing in the answer. People will wonder how it happened so fast. And you'll know the truth. It wasn't fast. It was prepared long before it arrived. So child, stay still for just a little longer. Don't rush this. The same God who kept it safe for you will also make sure you receive it without struggle. And when you do, remember this. It was meant only for you. That's why it had to be blocked 3 times so it could come to you untouched, unspoiled, and undeniable. If you believe in God, type amen, or 444, or 555, or subscribe for more videos. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million.